Good morning and welcome to Inside South Florida. I'm Dave Aizer. On our show today, we chat with superstars Stephen Amell and Megan Fox, as well as talk show royalty Maury Povich. We sample the deliciousness from Zest and 2J's. We tell you how owners.com can make you money buying and selling a home. And we feature a super teacher and soccer coaches from a local high school. But first, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows hits theaters in a few weeks, and we had a chance to talk to the two megastars from the film, Arrow's Stephen Amell and Megan Fox.
Gear up, guys. Here we go! Cowabunga!
Casey Jones looks like a real fun character.
Yeah, he is fun, man. And look, I would have been in for Casey Jones even if Casey Jones wasn't fun. But it was fun as not only an opportunity to join such an amazing franchise, but also as a juxtaposition to how I spend the other 9.5 months out of the year.
Hey, fellas!
What's your name?
Casey Jones.
Hey.
But you're still sort of playing, I guess I can say, badass guy on the screen, right? I mean.
Oh yeah, no, Casey. No, he's a total badass. Got a badass car. He wears cool boots that I like enjoyed wearing as Casey Jones, but would never wear in real life. He plays hockey.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot going on there, I think.
It's funny because when I was a kid, Friday the 13th, Jason Takes Manhattan was like a big movie, right? Do you remember? And Jason was walking through the streets of New York with a hockey mask.
That's right.
You were doing a much kinder, gentler version of that.
Well, this is a family film. Leonardo's got some swords and stuff like that, and the bow staff, and you know, turtles have some weapons. They just use them differently than Jason did in Friday the 13th.
If you had the opportunity to do any other genre, like is there a romantic comedy coming in your future?
Yeah, I hope I wouldn't necessarily put a romantic comedy in front of it, but maybe a comedy. I'm a big fan of the movie The Kids Are All Right, and I think that straddles the line nicely between. Obviously, it has some comedic elements. Maybe not the straight romantic comedy, although I definitely have one in me at some point.
Do you?
I do.
So you're directing it, you're producing it, you're writing it right now, just right now. Who's your leading lady, and what's the plot?
Oh God,
I know.
You're gonna
That's a tough one.
Huge amounts of trouble.
Here at the CW, perhaps you've heard of it.
Yes.
We ask the tough questions.
Boy, Rose Byrne. Oh, bless her.
Oh, bless her.
Yeah.
Oh, bless her.
I love Rose
Indeed.
Are you right?
Move, and I will kill you.
We've got a show. It's called Arrow.
Really?
You look a little bit like the guy that plays Arrow.
How would you recognize me with my shirt on?
There are some viewer questions. One of them said, what can we expect in Arrow season finale?
You know, I did a tease when I was being interviewed by Larry King, and he said, give me 3 words to describe the finale, and my answer was, where'd everybody go?
Oh, I like that.
Thank you.
So what adventures will April find herself in this film?
Oh, she gets herself into so much trouble. She's the opening of the movie. She's sort of tracking down Baxter Stockman because she suspects that he has some sort of business with Shredder, and tries to take that information back to the Turtles, but meanwhile gets rescued by Casey Jones, ends up at one point getting arrested.
Busy lady this time around. Yeah. So Casey Jones, got yourself a little love interest?
I guess so. There's supposed to be a sparkle there, but it's a kids movie and it's about turtles, and we're not following like a human romance.
So it's just a lot of like handshaking and fist bumping.
Right, a lot of bros.
Hey
stuff.
you, yeah, right, that kind of thing. You know, I was thinking about sequels, and Turtles live to like 100.
Yeah.
There could be a lot of sequels in your future.
Well, especially these, because they're like perennial teenagers. They never even get out of being, they're all like permanently 16.
So we'll come back for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Part 64, you know?
I won't be in that movie.
You never know.
I'll most likely be dead by the time they make 64 of these.
If there's a chance that'd make us human, we're turtles, whether you like it or not.
Okay, if you'll permit me, I want to ask you what's hopefully a fun question.
Okay.
Who would win in a fight? Megan Fox, Vivica Fox, or an actual fox?
I am gonna have to go with an actual fox who's trained to survive in the wild and will do anything in a flight or flight circumstance.
Would you come in
Vivica may
second
be
place?
super tough though, but definitely not me. No, I come in last.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no fighting skills. I'm a fight, flight, or freeze, I'm a freeze.
Give me the worst pickup line anyone has ever said on you involving your last name.
I've never had pickup lines. I've been dating Brian since I was 18.
Yeah, that's true.
I was never out on the town dating around. And then other people I met were always on set, and actors are way too cool to throw pickup lines at you.
Where they just like drive by in their Maseratis.
Well, no, they just act like they don't care, and they wait for you to show any sort of affection.
Does that work? Because if so, I might want to start thinking about doing that myself, you know?
I think it's better to just not be cool or, you know, be rude, but I think it's good to just be friendly and mind your own business and let a girl decide she likes you.
Well, you know what? I had a good time. Whatever. This was fine. It was all right.
That's not at all what I said. You don't take direction at all.
I know, which is why I'm single
You're a terrible
at my age.
actor.
I'm the worst! Yeah. Listen, so great talking to you, and
Thank you.
we'll see you for Ninja Turtles Part 64.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Can't
all right.
wait.
Look forward to it.
Bringing back the mohawk. Good for you.
And remember, you can catch new episodes of Arrow starring Stephen Amell Wednesdays at 8 in May, right here on SFL TV. Well, Ninja Turtles is just one of a few summer blockbusters, but which blockbusters have cost the most money to make all time? Number 1 on the list features a prominent South Floridian. Number 3, Spider-Man 3. The movie had an inflation-adjusted budget of over $296.3 million and turned a profit of $88 million. It scored a not-so-spiderific 63% on Rotten Tomatoes, but you'll get over it, Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, I think I can.
Number 2, Titanic. With its Titanic inflation-adjusted budget of over $296.7 million, Leo and Kate helped steer that ship to a profit of $675 million. You know, before it hit the iceberg and pretty much everybody died.
Do not let go of my hand!
Spoiler alert, she lets go. And speaking of ships, the number 1 most expensive movie ever made is Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End, starring South Florida native Johnny Depp. The movie had an inflation-adjusted budget of nearly $345 million, but only turned in a profit of $9 million. But that's not that bad, right?
Keep telling yourself that, darling.
Coming up, we sample the delectable cuisine from Zest in Miami. We tell you how owners.com can make you money buying and selling a home. And we chat with talk show royalty Maury Povich. Stick around.